again. I just thought I'm gonna be recording a session with him reading a book. In my previous video, where we read this. Well, we read one, but he chose the R book. Okay, he had behaviors, and these behaviors, there's a reason. That's why when they have behaviors, we just kind of have to analyze before we address it. And at this point, I don't know how it's gonna go, but I gonna make a bet that it's gonna be actually better. And here's my possible reasons, because I don't know this until we get to that book and start actually reading that book. But why it could go better, this is my analysis. Well, first of all, this is another day and therefore another trial. Second is, it's the first test that he's going to be doing today for me. I'm going to just start reading that book that he did not want to read that much, and I will probably be forcing him, challenging him, like slow down, not to rush, that kind of things, because I couldn't do that much when he already had some behaviors. I tried to just finish the task at that point. Possibly will be easier because the last time he picked the art book, and I suspect this is the same book he's going to choose today, because he already looked at that. I kind of read it through, so it's something that he is already familiar with. We just need to get some of the words in perfection, shaping them up, whatnot, right? And let's see, I also have the most powerful tool, which is a reinforcer. Because it looks like the weather's getting better, so we may go to the bush gardens, and then I will address his ears, that. But this is how we're gonna start. I'm gonna let him choose a book, which one he's gonna read today. And last time he chose this one, so I think he's gonna pick exact same book, because it's, he already saw and read that one. And then I also start with what are we working for? And he already knows it's Thursday. He knows Busch Gardens, and he even knows the time. And honestly, I don't know how he knows the time. If he remembered it from the last Thursday, or he actually looked it up on his phone through Google, because I taught him that, since he's using phone for cartoons and stuff, I made it more functional. And taking advantage of that is like, now you're gonna go find that Busch Gardens and tell me the time it's open. And then I also bring up skills that are already established, like time. It's like, what is the time now? It says 12:05. Well, that means Busch Gardens opens at 3. That's a 3 hours difference. And maybe one day, right now I don't know, but maybe one day he will get that skill too, counting hours even. So, but let's get on the book. Again, I'm gonna start with my reinforcer, which is a part. I'm not gonna say which one, because it's right there. And then I think he's gonna choose this book, and that will also reduce behaviors. Again, another day, another trial, but we'll just go from there. Let's see, how can you see this? And yes, I better sit on the green chair that you don't see here, but this is red chair, because I have more control over the environment, and I'm gonna block him. So he's gonna be sitting in my place. Okay, Brandon, let's come read the book. We'll see. All right, Brandon, let's read the book. I'm gonna sit him down first. Good job, sit down. Thank you so much, Brandon. Okay, tell me, boy, what's today, day of the week? What's today? Today is Thursday. Good job. Where are you going today?
Today our
Busch Gardens. What time Busch Garden is open?
Thursday.
What time?
3 p.m.
3 p.m. Very good. So I looked right in his eye and he looked at me. Good job. You got your phone off. So pick a book. Which one you want to choose? Which one you want to read?
Okay.
This one? There you go. Okay, now let's read this book. And we are, I have to give him a little more work here. Brandon, sit down. We're gonna read the book, and then actually I'm not gonna record the song, but that's also what I'm gonna do, but I'm just gonna have to tell him that, what to expect, and then we go to the park. Okay, Brandon, sit down. We're gonna read the book, then we're gonna sing a song, and then we're going to Busch Gardens today. We're gonna test those earphones. Okay? Sit down. Sit down. I'm gonna sit next to him. No, Brandon, you're gonna sit down because we're gonna be reading this book. You want to go to Busch Gardens, right?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, let's read that book. Here we go. Okay.
But they all had a box. I will 5 weeks that begin with my
R.
Also, he said, I will that
Put
to into it
them
from
into. Keep going. Put them.
I will
No, right here. I will put.
put
Uh-huh.
the
Put. What's next? Them
box
into my. What's this word?
sound.
Sound box. Very good. Next.
All first
Found.
rabbit. What is
And
what is
radishes. Oh, you don't see what I'm doing here. I'm writing the words that he missed. Radishes. Okay. Little R found rabbits and radishes. Show me radishes.
radishes.
Good, radishes. Okay, let's go. Continue.
He
Put.
with a rabbit.
Ready.
Radishes.
Radishes.
Into his box. He did.
And I cannot talk much because he's, controlling behavior and such. But I shaped up that radishes. I started with radishes, but then I was like the D, and then he finished the word. That's how you kind of help them out a little. Okay, let's go.
With all for a rooster.
Rooster.
He put for rooster into the box with the rabbit and rabbits.
Radishes. Radishes, yes.
He did.
Good. Then
He
found.
a whacker.
Uh-huh.
The whacker one.
Ran.
Red one. After the whacker.
Little R ran after the raccoon. Okay, keep going.
Oh.
And
And the boat came into the
box.
and he saw a
Rat.
rat for rat one.
Ran.
With on after one
Ran.
after the rat.
Uh-huh.
But
Put.
get into the box that he wanted for
Ran
one time.
down the. What's this word? What's this word? Road. Oh, we're gonna stay. We're gonna stay. We didn't finish yet. Brandon, sit down. We're working. Sit down. When you finish, you're gonna go free, okay?
Soon.
Sit down.
Soon.
Sit down. Soon, little R.
Oh, mess. Hey, what do you?
And notice me, I only
What do you was to be
help it only with the words that he knows. That's why. And redirect him.
Oh, first, hey, but he could go.
Row, 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 row your boat. I'm bringing that word from the song that he knows. So hopefully next time he will remember that. Okay, what's this word?
What?
Row. Good job. Row. Okay. And he knows in and he knows it. That's why I'm gonna say that for him. In it.
The key, but
Put.
for what is in the box?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, with
The.
what?
And the rabbits. There were. There were no. I'm leaving this for him to say because that's the one he did not say. There were no radishes. What's this word? Left.
With a rabbit, he ate him ages for watches.
Radishes. And I'm trying to go faster too because I don't want to get that behavior come out. That's why I'll shape it later, you know, whatever. Because he wants to see those pages move. That's why you have to go quick. Little road down river.
But it was river.
And I'm writing the words. But it rained.
Wait.
It's rained. Yes. Little
Okay.
R put
Put on
his
raincoat.
raincoat. Good job. Self-correct.
He
Rode
went right into a
he rode into a rhinoceros. Okay? There.
The rhinoceros was too big for a boat.
And that's excitement for him because we're moving pages. He sees the progress that is gonna end very soon because he doesn't want to read. He wants to get out. I want him to read. Okay. So can you spell it?
Wolf.
R-A-F-T. Raft.
Left.
Raft. No, we're staying. We did not finish yet, but we're getting close. Here's the true story. We didn't finish, but we're getting close. Okay. All right. Yeah. Let's finish that. It's just a couple more pages. See? Ready? Okay. And look, I'm not letting him out. I'm blocking him with my own body. All right. He put all the animals raft. Good job, because he spelled it. Maybe I was hoping he will remember it next time. Okay. He put box onto the raft. Two. No. We're staying. But the raft rain. The reindeer, the rat, and the rooster. And the rooster fell
off
raft. Why this book is good is because it has words that repetition, and this is how they learn. Repetition and repetition because of the memory, and we have to address memory because we cannot teach him grammar. I already mentioned that earlier. Okay, little R found a rope. And what's this word? Rescued them. Rescued. Can you spell it? Can you spell this word? R S rescued. Yes, I'm focusing just a little bit. And rescued them. Now, good, very good. Almost done, Brandon. Okay, and look, my finger's not moving because he didn't say that correctly. What's this word? The rhino. Rabbits. And rested. Little R rested too. Okay. Then let's erase. Good job. Road 2. Okay, now we just got words.
a bush full of roses.
Roses. Yes, the bush full of roses. Okay, little
Yay! Oh,
R P
was
roses.
Roses.
Roses. Pick roses for
for his box
yes.
was
Let's
paid with
green around the rosy.
He said they did.
Now let's go for words now. So while he was reading, I wrote down the words that we gonna go back over, and you read this book a couple of times, maybe more. Okay, let's go the words. Let's repeat. These are the words that we used in the book. Okay, ready?
Was wolf
Raft.
left
R-A-F-T. Raft. Raft. Uh-huh.
rebel ready was
Roses.
roses rabbit roses red
Молодец. Okay, and we got new words. Can you read these words? What's that say? What's that? Re? Re? Radio. Radio. R-A-D-I-O. Look.
radio
Radio, yes. What's that?
radio
Robe. Robe. What's this?
bird
Yeah, it is a bird. Robin. Robin. Yes. Robot.
robot red wig rock
Rug.
wig
What's that?
wig
Ring.
rabbit
Look at the word. Look. R-A-T-T-L-E. Rattle.
rattle
Rattle. Yes.
rocket
Rocket.
rabbit
What's that? Look.
rabbit
Ribbon.
ribbon
Yes. What's that?
rice
Rice. That's food you like. Rice.
for wolf
Roof. Roof. Let's see. Oh, okay, Brenda. Now look. Let's go back. Hold on. Let's repeat these words. So this is what I've gotten so far, and I'm gonna transfer it to my thingy here. And sometimes you just cannot really talk. You just have to keep moving, because if I want to take focus on one word, then I have to skip somewhere, and then I prompt him by reading the next sentence. I start with the easy word that I know he knows, so it's not really a point, but I'm already waiting continuation. I wait for his engagement. Okay, Brandon, let's just read these words and I'll give you a break. These are the ones that you missed, and I'm gonna put them on the paper, so then we'll go back and he will remember it. And that's why spelling is helpful, because you can just actually break it, and not all spelling will reflect the word pronunciation, but hopefully they can capture that. Come here, let's read these words real quick. Sit down. Ready? Okay, you don't have to sit, you can just read, because I don't want that behaviors either. Ready? Let's read these words. And he is rocking. Okay, ready? All right. Okay, that's for you, not baby. This is mommy's plan. Okay, let's read blue words. Okay, we're not reading red. Okay. Put. And I'm gonna, to make it visually appearing to him, let me just go that way. Oh gosh, this is just crazy. All right, Brandon. So we got these words now. Okay, Brandon. What's this word? Put. Good job. We're gonna circle that. Them. Yes, them. What's that one? Found. And I'm gonna leave it right there. I'm not gonna go and, you know, he said that correctly, and then I'm gonna have another trial, and I'm gonna do that. And yes, look at that. Look at my handwriting here. He has to read that. That's not exactly a print. Brandon, let's continue. We already got 3. Okay? Yeah. Okay, what's that?
Rabbit.
Dishes. Good job. Yes, you got it. Ran.
Road.
Road.
Doggy.
Peaked.
Kitty.
Picked.
Red. Road.
Row.
Yeah. Was.
Were.
Was.
Rained. Good job. Yes, rained. Road. Road. Yes. Okay, let's see. Come here. Let's finish it up. And then you get a break. And then we're going to sing, and then we're going to go to Busch Gardens. This is our plan. Okay. Raft. Good job. He won't say rescue, but what's that? Rescued. Rescued. You got that, okay? He didn't, but okay, you know. I don't want to just drill on it. I'll come back to it next time. Okay. What's that? Ribbon. And I'm giving like a fame. Oh, he almost said it, but I'm saying like, oh, he got it. Okay, because I want to move. Okay, what's that one? Let's. See, L-E-T-S. Let's. Can you say it? Let's. Yes, let's. What's that one? Look at the letters. S. Roses. And I'm trying to engage in that. Sometimes letters could be helpful. Roses. Okay, 3 more. Ray. What's this letter? What's this letter? Ready. Ready. Oh. Radio. Yes, radio. Okay. Gosh, it's a poor writing, and I'm sorry. Brandon, this one. Okay, what's that? Robe. That's letter B. Robe. Robe. And one more is Robin. Robin. Okay, there we go. So, we just finished that with my writing, actually. But check that out. No, not yet, Brandon. He wants to go now, okay? We're gonna sing a song, and then we go to the park. And we're gonna address those ears. Look at that. So I didn't just drill on it, just like to the point. Then I let go, because I will come back and I will help again. I start with one letter. He knows alphabet. I taught him letter sounds too, but it's not always an option. You just have to teach them the whole words. This is what I know for sure. You know, cannot really teach them grammar. It's too much. And so we go over these words over and over again, and sometimes when it says like there's two good ones, robe and robin, the bird and the clothes, whatnot. But I'm showing him there's letters there that could be helpful to produce that sound, because he said robe and then robin. I'm just saying this is an I, even though I says I, whatever. But yeah, anyway, I hope it makes sense, because it's getting 24 minutes now, so I'll talk to you probably from Busch Gardens then.